All right, welcome back to the channel, you guys. We are back here at the Junkyard again because they just got a new Integra into the lot, and I'm hoping I'm gonna be one of the first people to see it. It's actually a 2001 Integra, so that means it's gonna be a later model like mine. I have a 98, so more parts are gonna be compatible with it. I don't know if it's a manual or what color interior it has, so let's go check it out. I'm also looking for some parts for a friend, so we're gonna look for those too. And okay, let's get going. So I don't know if you guys have noticed the difference in quality in the last two videos, but I did get a new camera. So this is the Canon PowerShot V1 or something like that. It's more of like a vlogging camera, so it's not super high tech or anything like that. But for the Junkyard, I am gonna switch back to the old trusty GoPro. I just don't want anything happening to this camera because, you know, there's a lot going on in there. So you're gonna see a switch here in just a second. Okay, you guys, and here it is. Now, just a warning, as you can see, my hair is going crazy. It is extremely windy, so sorry if there's a ton of noise, but check it out. The Integra 2001, and it is completely unpicked, so we've got first go at this thing. I'm already seeing some parts that I want. So this is a black leather interior. It is an auto, unfortunately, but look at these door cards right here. So this one is like pristine, except for, I noticed one thing, it looks like someone put a cigarette out on it, but it's really not that bad. I like these because it's the leather ones. I actually have a set of these at home, but they're covered in mud and I just never cleaned them up, and I'm pretty sure they're in worse shape. And the other one looks really good too. Now the seats, as you can probably expect, are destroyed just from old leather just cracking in the sun. Totally normal for these cars. So the passenger one isn't that bad, but it has some cracks. The driver one, as you can see, has been repaired. So we're not gonna be taking the front seats. However, the rear seats do look pretty good. Let me go ahead and, oh, how do you do this? There we go. The rear seats look awesome, and I'm thinking about putting these in mine. I think these would look pretty good. I'm gonna be grabbing the climate control unit for a friend. The steering wheel is really nice. It's got these like rhinestones all over it. You can tell this was definitely a girl's car. Look at the rear view mirror. Little rhinestones all over it, around the climate control too. I really need a new rear view mirror, but they all look like this every time. This one's actually one of the worst ones I've seen. Look at that. So the carpet and the cardboard piece, you said?
Yeah.
And the, like, all the plastics all around it?
Just on the trunk part, like the closest to the back, not the sides.
So you need that plastic piece?
I'm pretty sure that's what she needs.
Okay, yeah. That looks fine.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong on hers, right? The vents are broken?
I think for her, it's the little slider thing for the temperature that broke.
Oh wait, actually the vent, one of the vents is broken, but the slider for the temperature is still good. Now, the number one part I probably need on this car is the windshield. Let's go look at it from the outside. I've been looking over it and it looks perfect. Mine has a giant crack up here, but this one looks good. It's got this weird like tint up here, so hopefully I could take that off. The problem is this lot, they said that they don't remove the windshields. I know some lots do it, some lots don't. You have to pay an extra fee. So I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to get this off myself. I've never done that before, and of course you make one wrong move and you could break it. So I'm gonna try and get it. They only charge $40 for a windshield, which is an awesome deal. Definitely gonna look into that. These plastic like sunshades are kind of interesting. There's one on each window. I think these are just like double-sided taped on, and then these have a couple screws on the sunroof. It does have the wing, which is pretty cool. I have the Type R wing, so I don't think I need it. The taillights are decent. It's got a couple little cracks where they normally do. You can see those right there. This side, yeah, it's about the same. Some little cracks right there. It always seems to happen where the clear part is, which is interesting. Now, the rear bumper, I have a friend who needs this, and this one looks great. And it is a facelift spec. You can see with that bar right there at the bottom. This is a 2001, like I said, and the rear bumper is great. I have a friend, hers is in pretty rough shape, and she also needs a quarter panel on this side, really just like this area right here, and it looks totally fine. It's got a big scuff right here. I think another car maybe rubbed up against it, but no dents as I can see. So we might try and come back and get this quarter panel another day. I don't have any tools to cut it off, but me and a friend might come try to get this if it's still there on the car. Speaking of quarter panels, you can see the typical rust bubbling up right here. It still has the old rust sponge attached to it. I know a lot of people remove those. So yeah, this side, it's actually, I think it's better than my car, to be honest, except for this part. But right here, it's a lot better than my car. I'm not gonna take this part for mine just because of that part right there. If this was super clean, I might consider trying to cut this off from my car. Let's look at the other side though. Man, sorry about the wind. Hopefully it's not getting picked up on the mic. This side looks like maybe a little bit of damage. There's some rust there. Still got the rust sponge on this side as well. I think this side, this might, I don't know, it feels like this side might have been in a little bit of a fender bender. I'm not sure. Looks pretty good here. So yeah, I mean, lots of usable stuff on this car. That quarter looks pretty good, just a little rust spot. Doors look great. Fenders are good. I have a dented fender on this side. If this car was Milano red, I'd probably just take the that fender off. The hood is really nice, and mine has a little bit of issues on the front there, but I don't know if it's worth it since it's not the right color. I'd have to get it painted, and then who knows if it would match. This fender looks great. That door looks great. So lots of usable stuff on this car. If you're into Integras, you probably know that these handles are always broken. And what's funny is I went and looked in the center console, and here it is right here. Also found the Acura badge in here, because if you noticed, this car actually has Honda badges on it for some reason, and these have been on here for a while. Look at that, you can tell all that dirt around there. I'll show you the one on the front too. So what's funny is on my car, I actually have a red Type R Acura badge, and it's got a big scratch on it. It's not really correct, even though I'm not really going for like factory correct stuff. I might get this badge, it's in good shape, but yeah, that's what, I don't know who changed these to Honda. That's interesting. The headlights are pretty yellow. Front bumper is good. Now I would like to ask you guys, what do you think about these lights? I don't want them, but these are definitely not factory. Not sure what the point of those are. I guess they're like fog lights, but the blue is definitely a choice. I know there's I think there is a factory fog light option. Some people have asked me to put them on mine, but I'm not a fan. So we're gonna leave those here. This is annoying. These are in really good shape, and I just replaced them, and I paid $65 for them on Facebook Marketplace, but they look great here, and I'm sure they're pretty cheap because headlights I think are $22 each, so those have to be a lot cheaper. Turn signals. It does still have all four of these wheels. What do they call these? Are these like the mesh ones? No curb rash at all on that one. Just some like rust spots. I don't think they were cleaned too often, but those can definitely be refinished. Let's see. This one over here. Ooh, big chunk taken out of that one. You can see right there. This one looks pretty good too. Maybe just some light curb rash up there. And then the last one, this one's perfect. Dang. Yeah, if somebody needs these wheels, that's gonna be a good grab, because pretty sure wheels are cheap here too. A lot less than these would go for on Facebook or something. Overall though, pretty good car. Only 158,000 miles on the odometer on this one, and in pretty good shape, especially for, this is in Maryland, so rust is a little more common in this area. Close to the water here too. Not sure where this car spent most of its time. Man, the one thing I really need is this quarter glass with like brand new trim. That's never gonna happen. They're always gonna look like this. These probably actually are better than mine, just not worth the hassle for small upgrade. This side's a lot worse. And then I was just on the phone with Jack, Mr. Crumpled 240, his girlfriend Hannah. She has an Integra as well. So I mentioned I was gonna get the rear bumper. Probably gonna get this carpet for her as well. And then she needs that cardboard thing. Maybe this black plastic piece. Okay, so I've got a lot of work to do. I'm gonna go for the door cards, the rear seats, the rear bumper. I'm just going through a list in my head so I don't forget anything. This badge I have in my hand. Let's see. Door cards, rear seats, rear bumper. Oh, the trunk stuff. Maybe the steering wheel, it's in really good shape. The climate control unit. And, oh, I was also thinking, I didn't show you guys under the hood. I was also thinking about getting this valve cover. It's already been removed, so I could literally just lift it right off of there. It's funny how mine has double the amount of miles as this car, and it looks a lot more clean on the inside. It's definitely just all about how you take care of your car. Mileage is not everything. God, my hair looks crazy. What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna get to work. I'll update you guys in a second. All right, got that rear bumper removed and lots of rust on this crash bar, or whatever you call this thing. Woo, man, not as bad over here. So I took the taillights off, but they're in a little bit worse shape than I thought. Specifically, this one right there. You see that big crack? Oh my God, it's so windy. See the big crack right there? Yeah, I think I'm gonna end up leaving them here, which sucks, because I really need a new pair. This one's better, but it's still got those small cracks on the reverse light. I don't know, we'll see. But the rear bumper is in great shape, so that's good. I also got the carpet, the cardboard piece, this plastic trim piece, and I forgot to mention one part that I had eyeballed earlier. This center console is aftermarket or something. It's got like black leather and red stitching. So pretty sure that was added after, but it looks really nice. I think I'm gonna take that for my car, because I got the cloth one and it's kind of gross, to be honest. Okay, like I mentioned, I really want this center console, but this thing is disgusting. So I think I'm just gonna take the lid off, because that's the only part I want. The rest of mine is fine. And I actually have another one of these in my storage unit, so I'm just gonna take the lid off. Yeah, it looks nice. I like it. I took off the, what's it called? Visors, sun visors. They're in pretty good shape. Mine are a little rough, and I need to still take off the climate control and still need to do the door cards. Ooh, okay, wait, this is hype. Check this out. The shifter, the silver button here is like perfect. Mine's all torn up. I completely forgot about that. I think this is just one screw on each side and it should pull off. I did take off the cluster. It only had 150,000 miles. Okay, there was one small screw on each side and it just all fell apart, but there we go. Dude, okay, my pile is growing. I don't know how I'm gonna get this all to the car. Here's the cluster that I grabbed. 158,217 miles. Pretty good. Okay, now another friend, Integra Forums Chris, he asked me for the clock spring, so let's get it. Take off the airbag, take off the steering wheel, and then we can get the clock spring. Okay, a few hours later, and my hair is driving me crazy, but anyways, we are done, I'm pretty sure. So I got all my stuff stacked up over there, but I think we are about done. So I'm gonna go ahead, check out. I'll let you guys know how much everything was. We'll go home and go through it all. I got some good stuff, I'm pretty excited. Bro, look at my face right now. Oh my God. So yeah, we spent 3 or 4, maybe 5 hours at the junkyard. So we spent a total of, hold on, We spent a total of $388.54. Can you see it right there at the bottom? Saved $60. I'll explain that later. Yeah, I mean, I bought a ton of stuff, so pretty good deal. I don't know if you guys can see it, but do you see that dog in the rearview mirror? I hope he's okay. It's a big dog, so I'm not gonna go check on it. Oh, there he is over there. What's he doing? Okay, yeah, those dogs were that guy's right there. They just got into that truck, so all good. All right, what up? We are back at the house, and I've got all the stuff that I pulled off of the junkyard car, and we're gonna go through it right now. We might even go back later this week and get some more stuff from it, so stay tuned for that. But for now, let me show you what I got on the first round. Now, I do have this stuff sorted into a few different categories. Let me explain. So this first table right here is gonna be all the stuff that I got for myself, and this is the stuff that I'm actually going to be putting on the car right away. So first, I got these sun visors, and literally the only reason I got it is because both of the stickers are in perfect shape. So might seem kind of silly to some people, but mine are all like completely peeled off and faded and horrible looking from, I don't know, just sun over the years. And these ones look perfect. I'm telling you guys, it's all about the small details, so do not skip over those. And then we got the special edition bejeweled steering wheel. Look at that. This was definitely a certified girl car. So this steering wheel though was in perfect shape. It had a one of those steering wheel covers around it that the ladies seemed to like so much. But that actually ended up preserving this wheel perfectly. I feel like it was on there for the entire life of the car. Let me show you guys. Hopefully it's focusing on just the steering wheel here. Oh, hold on. Focus here. There we go. Look at how nice this looks. And mine does this weird thing when you twist it right here, like the leather twists around the steering wheel itself, like the inside part. This one, it's still all like glued to it. So this one is much better. I might just take the airbag from mine and put it on this one. I really just want the outside part. But what's pretty cool is they actually didn't charge me for the airbag because it had all this stuff stuck to it. So that was nice of them. Okay, now the part that I was probably excited about the most out of everything, and that is the door cards right here. Check these out. These things are absolutely beautiful. They're just a little bit dirty, but these are actually the like vinyl version. I have the cloth version, and they're kind of like blue, which I like. That's actually kind of cool, like the confetti style, but mine are just like really old and peeling. And also on the driver's side, this is the driver's side one right here, the armrest is like completely beat up, and it's got like, you can feel all the padding in here is completely gone. So someone was just like jamming their elbow into it for years and years and years, and it like creaks and makes all these terrible noises. This one is absolutely pristine. Hopefully you guys can tell on camera how good it is. The only condition issue on either of these is this right here. It looks like some kind of, maybe like a cigarette burn or something. You guys see that? Yep. So this tweeter is dented, but I can just probably take the one off of mine and put it on there. But yeah, these things are awesome. Still have both of the handles and the lock buttons, like still have all the silver on it. Mine are all peeling off, so check that out. That one has a little bit peeling off, but it's still way better than mine. Still has like the little plastic insert here, and then these window switches, got those as well. So I could probably actually sell those since I don't need them. That's awesome. Ooh, man, these look nice. These are gonna look so good in the car. And there's a reason why it might be smart to delete like the blue stuff in the interior. You'll see why in a future video. Now, since we're on this topic, I did decide not to get those leather rear seats that I mentioned at the junkyard that I was really excited about. I ended up looking at them a little bit closer, and I don't know, they just weren't in the best shape. They were really dried out, and the top part, like where your head sits, where the sun always hits it, those were super like cracked and just really, I don't know, the leather was really dried out. So decided not to get them. And then I got home and I started looking at my rear seats that are currently in the car, and they're pretty pristine. So there's really no need to replace them. It is a bummer though, because I was super excited about them in the moment. And then just as the day went on, as I was working on the car, I just started to feel less and less excited about them and just ultimately decided to leave them there. So we'll leave them for somebody else because if somebody needs them, they're a pretty good option. Okay, we've shown the sun visors, the steering wheel, and the door cards. Next is another smaller item that I was super excited about, and this is a center console lid that appears to have been redone at some point because it's got red leather, it's got leather but with red stitching. It's probably fake leather, obviously, but the, I don't know what came with this spec. If anybody knows what spec this is, I don't think it's an LS because I don't think LSs came with these door cards, or was that just a different option for the LS? If anybody knows, please let me know. I don't believe that this is factory with red stitching. If anyone's ever seen this, please comment, but I'm pretty sure this was just redone at some point. I really do not like my center console lid. It's the cloth one, which again is fine, but it's in really bad shape. It's just kind of gross, so this one is awesome. I ended up just taking the lid off of the center console. Really excited about that. That's gonna look awesome. Okay, next we have a really small piece, but this is the coin tray. I guess that's what most people use it for. It goes to the left of the steering wheel, kind of down here below, and you just flip it down like that. Mine is actually broken. There's a little post here on the side. On each side, it's got like a little angled piece where it fits in. So mine's broken. Whenever you open it, it just kind of like falls down like this. So I was really careful taking that one out so I didn't break it. So that's pretty awesome, and I don't think they even charged me for that. This is an automatic shifter handle, which I'm not going to need for too much longer because we are manual swapping the car, but this one is in great shape, and most importantly, the little silver button is perfect. Mine, the silver stuff, again, is like flaking apart, coming off, and the little yellow plastic underneath is showing. And it's actually kind of sharp, so when I go to shift the car into gear, sometimes I don't know, scratch my thumb. It just bothers me really bad, feels weird, so this one, much better. Okay, now this table is stuff that I either bought for myself that I might either sell or keep for myself for a later date just in case I need it, or it's items that I bought for a friend. So let me go through these things really quick. So this is the O crap handle. It's missing one of the plastic covers right there. It's not actually broken, it just swivels like that and then you can bolt it down. So it's missing one of the little plastic covers, but you can find those pretty easily. So my friend Hannah was missing that. Hannah also needed this piece. This, if you're looking at the front of the car, this is the left windshield like trim. So pulled that off. It's not in the best shape, but hers doesn't have one at all, so better than nothing. Now I did go ahead and take out the cluster. I just couldn't leave it there. I don't need it, but it only has 158,217 miles, and the plastic is just kind of dirty, but it's in perfect shape, and I don't know, I could use it to trade to somebody or sell it, put it back into the car. These are just always missing anytime I see an Integra, so it was finally my chance to grab one, so I went ahead and got it. Okay, another part for Hannah, which again is the limited edition Bejeweled climate control unit. She actually only really needs this portion here because I guess this slider is broken on hers. So it's still good on here. I think one of the vents, these vents tend to break a lot. Yeah, this left one here, see how all the vents are going one way on the right side? And then you look at this one and they're going all different ways. So that happens a lot. I don't know if you can really fix it, but she needed just that slider portion, so that's good. I did go ahead and grab the hatch actuator. If you've seen my previous short video that I did on this, on repairing mine, on the 98 to 2001 Integras, they actually don't have a lever inside the car to open the hatch. You actually have to use a switch on the back of the car, and it breaks all the time. There's a gear inside of here that breaks. And when it does break, you end up having to use the key to open the hatch instead of just being able to use the button. So then you have to take the key out of the ignition, go around to the back, put the key in, and then you have to lift with two hands. So if you're holding something in your other hand, or if you want to open the hatch while the car is running, you just can't do it. So ended up getting one of these, and I'm going to open it up and see if it's broken or not. I already fixed mine, but it's just good to have a backup of one of those. These are also pretty expensive online. Okay, this item right here I got for Chris from Integra Forums, and it's just a passenger seatbelt buckle. He needed one for some seat rails that he has for his Integra, so grabbed one of those. I asked him if he needed anything, and that was one item he mentioned. Another thing he asked for was the clock springs, so I went ahead and took off the steering wheel, obviously, and that gave me access to get the clock spring. I did go ahead and tape it right there so it doesn't rotate. I do have it set to the middle, so it's a good idea to try and tape it so it doesn't spin or rotate when you ship it or just transport it anywhere. This is just a random like ground wire. Hannah said she needed one of these for her engine bay. If you know anything about Integras, you know that these door handles break all the time. And the driver one was actually broken on the Junkyard car, which you probably saw, but the passenger one was still in good shape. So this one actually has a keyhole. I don't know if my Integra has a keyhole on the passenger side, and I just realized that I left the key with the car. So when I go back later this week, I think I'm gonna grab the key. It's just in the ignition. Maybe I don't need it, but it's also got the wire that goes to the keyhole. So just a good backup to have in case the passenger door handle ever breaks. And I think the last item on this table is another hood latch. So this was the last thing that I bought from this same Junkyard, but off of the 4-door car. And I saw this there and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna grab another one because these are quite expensive online. This one seems to be just fine. It's got the spring and everything. I'll clean it up, make it look a lot better. But I don't know, this is something that I was like grinding over trying to find a couple of weeks ago. And then I just have another one sitting in front of me. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get that too. Not expensive, so why not? Okay, I know it's been a lot of rambling, but we're almost done. We've got some bigger items here and these are all going to Hannah. So this is the trunk carpet, and this is really nice. There's nothing wrong with this thing at all. There's not even any stains or anything, so nothing's ripped up. This is the part that goes against the back seats. Perfect condition. That's obviously the best because nothing ever sits on top of that. And then even back here, perfectly fine. I can see like just some dirt and stuff, but it'll clean off. That's just like looks like sand or dirt or something. That's not even a stain. So this thing is perfect. And I got all the clips that go with it. This is the hatch plastic. So that's in perfect shape. Hers is broken, so she needed that. And then her rear bumper is also messed up. Got a big crack in it. And I think it's like plastic welded together. So this one was in great shape. You can see the embossed Integra logo right there. Her car is black and this bumper is silver. So we'll need to get painted, but good to have. She needed one. And then finally, oh wait, nope, we got the little styrofoam pieces that go in there too. And finally, the cardboard cover that goes over the spare tire. And I did not get charged for that either, so that was free. She needed that for her car, hers was missing. Whew, okay, that was a lot of stuff. Now, since we're in the garage, I have one piece right here that I haven't shown to you guys, and I think I'm going to go ahead and reveal it now. So it's a body piece, and it was quite expensive. It needs a little bit of work, but I've just been holding on to it because I haven't had the time to repair it and get it ready, but let me show it to you right now. And there it is. We got a real, authentic Honda Integra Type R front lip. I'm pretty sure it's from a Honda, not an Acura, because I think this was imported, but this is a real Type R front lip. It will fit on my 98 USDM bumper. I did check. I actually already put it on the car just to make sure it fit. It fit perfectly, dude. That is why you have to go ahead and get the real deal. Don't get the replica ones. Like I have the replica wing, the Type R wing, and it just doesn't fit perfectly. This thing fit like a glove, but it needs a lot of work. Let me show you. So here's the underside. I just flipped it over and you can see a lot of rash and scratches and everything. This thing has definitely rubbed on its share of like, you know, driveways and things. But right here is the main issue. So it's like, it's almost like the outer, like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's almost like it had some kind of like filler on it that is now breaking off because there's like, can you guys see what I'm saying? I don't know, it's hard to explain. So this needs to be filled in with some like Bondo or something. All this needs to be sanded back down and then repainted. And then the other biggest issue that I noticed was here's the mount on this side and it's got these smaller ones. And then the bigger mount over here that matches that one is missing. So it would be right here. It's completely gone. So I had an idea, actually I gotta give credit. My wife had an idea of buying a replica one because they're like less than $100 if they have the same mounts, and just cut the mount off of one of those and put it onto here. I think it would be worth it because this thing is quite valuable and expensive. I will tell you what I paid for this thing. Including shipping, paid $700. So yeah, it's gonna be a while till I get this thing put on. I need to do, like I said, a lot of work. Got to Bondo, sand it, primer it, paint it, clear coat it, and hope it looks good. So, and repair that mount. Lots of work, just haven't had the time. But yeah, pretty cool to have the real Type R front lip. Now the question is, I did paint the like black plastic side skirts red, just like the normal ones that came on the early Type Rs and on every other car. But do I try and upgrade eventually to the bigger side skirts and the rear spats that the Type R had? That would probably be another, I don't know, close to $2,000. So what do you guys think? I don't know. If I have the front lip, I kind of want to complete the rest of the kit. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Okay, the first thing I'm going to install are the new door cards. I just want to give you a look at what the old ones look like. I don't know how this happened. Like, look at this. This is actually like a hole right here, and then it's just all ripply right here. This could obviously be glued back down, but I don't know. This cloth just gets kind of gross over time. Those are really the only two issues. Little cut right there. I mean, yeah, nothing else really, but that is what bothers me the most. And then if you want to take a look at what the center console lid looks like, see, just looks kind of, I don't know, just a little gross. That door card, to be honest, is like perfectly fine, but I'm gonna want them to match. Oh, and let me see if I can show you guys what's going on with the steering wheel. See that? I can like twist it. That's just really weird. I don't know. The new one I bought from the Junkyard, the Bejeweled edition, does not do this. So to remove this door card, it's extremely easy. I did it at the Junkyard, obviously. There is one screw behind this little cover here. So you just pop out this cover. Can't really get it. You gotta use like a little flathead screwdriver. You can see it right there. So there's just a screw hiding behind there, and then you actually pull this whole thing off. Very easy. There's one of these little plastic screw clips here, and then one more in the little handle there. And then it's just all held in with clips down there. You just gently pull it out. It's actually very easy. You won't break any of these. It's not like the trunk plastics where you almost break it every time. These are actually pretty easy to take off. Definitely the easiest door card I've ever removed, and here's the first one. I actually just noticed this other big indent in it. Here's the new one compared to it, so you guys can see the difference side by side. I mean, I really do like how these look, but it's just in rough shape. I like how these look too, but there's a reason, like I said, why we're getting rid of all this fabric. You'll see. I do want to see if I can take the speaker grill off of that one because it's a lot nicer than this one. All right, cool. I was able to switch them out. That was pretty easy. Just pops out from the back. And there you go, much better. Okay, so it got too dark last night, but I did get the door card installed on the driver's side, and whew, look how much better that looks. This one is in so much better shape. So I think now I'm going to replace that center console lid, and I think we'll also do the little sun visor. So the issue with these is literally just the sticker. Let me see if I can get it to, there we go. Just that sticker right there, and maybe they look a little dirty, I guess. Yeah, I guess the ones I got are a pretty big upgrade. But when you flip it out like this, it shows through the windshield like that. And I think the other one looks the same too. Let's check. Yep. See? So the ones I got from the Junkyard are pristine, gonna be a lot better. And I think those, the other door card, the center console, and those two, I think that's what I'm gonna do today. Maybe the shift knob, it's so easy, it's only 2 screws. We'll see, I don't have much time today. Okay, it's Friday and we are back at the Junkyard. We got the crumpled couple. Yes. Jack and Hannah. So we are here to try and get the windshield and the rear left quarter panel. So let's do it. Hopefully we have enough time. We've got like maybe 2 hours. Yep. All right, and we are back in there, already getting started. So what we need to do first for the quarter panel,
rip them plastic.
We're gonna take out all the interior plastic. Probably need to take the back seat out, do you think?
No.
No? To get the plastic out, you might need to.
Really?
I don't know. So we're gonna take all that out. There's some wiring that we should probably remove too before we start cutting. So we're gonna get started on all of that right now. Is it necessary to get inside the car? I don't think they're factory. Can you get it off without breaking any of them?
Do you have a or the plastic?
That's all we need.
There's no screws on that?
It's a bolt right there.
There's a screw.
I think just one. Is it not 10?
Wait, be careful.
Is there one more bolt? I really think the seat is stopping it. There we go.
First junkyard we went to, I got it. But this is like 10 times better.
W merch though.
Oh.
You're moving too fast. Here, take it out. Someone will buy this. Okay, yeah, so that's what I was saying. We should remove all of these wires.
These cables that we can't cut through.
Yeah, we want to save it for someone else too. There you go, right there.
Okay.
Do you want me to get it down to here for you? There we go. That's a good part for you.
There you go. All right, we got the quarter panel off, but we ran out of time, so we can't get the windshield. I'm just gonna decide if I want to get it, if I feel like coming back up here again. But yeah, we just didn't have enough time. Here's what the car looks like without it. Sheesh. But yep, hopefully this will work. So I just realized I gave you guys the total of what I paid, but I didn't give you a breakdown of what each item was. So let me go through that real fast. The door panels were $21.25 a piece. So $42.50 each. The trunk mat was $16.50. The steering wheel was only $21.25. That seems like one of the better deals out of all this stuff. $11.90 for the sun visor. I only got charged for one for some reason. The gauge cluster was $38.25. That's another good deal. The climate control was $33.15. The molding, maybe that was the windshield molding, that was only $6.80. The shift knob was $8.50. The armrest was $10.20. The clock spring, this part was a little bit more expensive than the last junkyard I went to. That was $38.25, but still a good deal because those are worth well over $100. Wait for this plane to go by. The hood latch was $12.75. The door handle was $15.30. And finally, the trunk actuator was $16.50. So everything was a really good deal. I wouldn't say that any of these items are overpriced. All the things that I got are worth a decent amount more than what I paid. Oh, and the quarter panel that Hannah got, she ended up paying for that herself because this was the first day we went, and then we went back again yesterday. So that was the only item we bought yesterday. I did not have time to get the windshield, but we did get the quarter panel, and since we only took like a small section of it, they charged us for like just a random body cut, and it was $69. So pretty nice. Really good deal. She was happy about that, and the quarter panel is in great shape. It's really just like the corner area. I mean, you saw it in the video. So again, $388.54 for like an absolute pile of stuff. Oh wait, I forgot the the rear bumper was the top item on here. $64.60. So $64 for the rear bumper. But yeah, everything that was the most expensive item. Obviously, it's the biggest. I'm trying to think of items that they didn't charge me for. I didn't get charged for that cardboard cover thing. I mean, that's pretty fair. It's a piece of cardboard. Oh, the seatbelt buckle, they didn't charge for that. All of the bolts and clips and everything, obviously, I think they don't really ever charge for that stuff. Oh, that little coin tray I got, they didn't charge me for that. Wait, that trunk panel, hold on a second, I need to look here. That big plastic panel in the trunk. No, I don't see that on here, so that's pretty good. That was a nice big plastic piece. So yeah, I mean, when you, I've been to a junkyard before where I've just wheeled out a pile of stuff to the checkout, and it seems like they always just throw in a few items for free. They try to price out the big things, and then, you know, they check your wheelbarrow to make sure you're not like taking anything. Like all the junkyards do that, but usually, you know, they just leave a couple things off the price, which is pretty cool. Enough yapping, let's go ahead and look at all the stuff I installed. So yeah, can't really remember how much talking I actually did at the junkyard yesterday when we went back with Jack and Hannah, but Hannah's Integra, it's got some damage right here. I think I have some videos of it. It's vertical footage, so I'll just include that here for you guys to see. It's really only here in this area, so she didn't need any of that portion, which is good because there was a tiny bit of rust on the wheel well. Actually really wasn't that bad. It's better than mine, to be honest. So we ended up just cutting it here and then back here because she also needed some of this area. And it took a while just because we didn't really have the right length blades. But then the junkyard actually helped us out. The manager, he gave me a longer blade, and one of them actually helped us cut the last tiny little bit off. So that's what you saw there in that last clip. So really just can't thank the PYP junkyard in Baltimore, the Hawkins location, enough, because they were really helpful yesterday. So the windshield, we might try another day, or I might just try and get one from, I don't know if Safelite sells one for an Integra. There's that crack. Yeah, you can't really see it. It goes from here all the way to here. So it's a big, oh yeah, you can see it. Big giant crack. I don't know if it's gonna get worse or what. So today I did get the door panels installed. Let's go ahead and take a look at those. And I am pumped with how these turned out. They look awesome. The armrest here isn't all damaged like my old one. It does have the like gray vinyl. I've seen black vinyl ones. I actually have a set, but they're not in good shape, so I decided not to run them. And I think I mentioned that in the video. They're really dirty and stuff. These ones are gray, so the black ones would be the ideal, but I still really like these a lot. On the other side, that one looks awesome too. So I got that one installed. The armrest, I liked it better before I put it in, and then I put it in and I was like, it looks okay. But it's gonna make more sense in a future video why I switched to that one. You'll see. I also switched out the automatic shifter, and the only thing that was better on this, the only thing that was different, was this silver thing was in perfect shape. But now I can push the button in and not cut my thumb, and just doesn't look crappy. I don't know, whatever. I also put in that new coin tray. The other one would literally, I'd pull it down like this and it would fall out. And I also got the new sun visors installed, and literally just for that airbag warning sticker. Actually, it's not a sticker. I think it's printed on there. Unfortunately, did have a small casualty on the other one. Let me see if I can get you guys enough light. It's kind of dark in here. So let me show you this one here. When you pull it out, it's got this plastic piece here, and that's what snaps into that thing. This one, I had it in there, and then I was trying to screw it in over there, and the plastic piece just completely shattered. It was so brittle. So dark in here. But yeah, you can see just the little metal rod left. The plastic piece that's around it broke, and it doesn't seem like something you can just replace. So it kind of just sits in there like that. I drove over here and it didn't like rattle or anything. I don't know. Gotta decide if I want to keep it or go back to the old one. Yep, so that's it. I didn't do the steering wheel yet. I think I am going to replace it though, because did I show this already? It's so hard to remember what I've shown so far. But look at this. You see how it twists? I think I did show this already. But yeah, the freaking rubber or whatever this is around the steering wheel just twists. It's crazy. So the new one doesn't do that. Just haven't had time to switch it out yet, but I will be doing that. I'm just gonna take my airbag and switch it out with the Bejeweled one. I'm gonna run this one. Let me make myself clear. Take this airbag off, put it on the new steering wheel, put the whole thing on here. And it would be nice if I could install that new gauge cluster that only has 150,000 miles, but that's not how it works. This car will still have 300,000 miles. Oh man. But yep, please let me know what you guys think about those door cards. I'm really happy about it. Would you guys run these or the cloth ones? Let's say you had a brand new set of the blue cloth, a brand new set of the gray vinyl. Which ones would you run? I think everybody would probably pick the black vinyl. Oh, there's also the Type R ones, but those are super expensive, so those aren't in the discussion here. And while I wrap up this video, I just want to take this time to thank you guys so much for all the support. This car has just really changed the whole game for me. I was, you know, I had a pretty big following on TikTok and Instagram. YouTube was so small. Until I got this car, I had 2,500 subscribers. Now I'm closing in on 150,000. So from 2,500 to 150,000, all because of this car. So thank you guys. I don't know what it is about this car. It's cool, but I just didn't expect the reaction that it's been getting. So thank you all. I'll see you guys in the next episode. And again, thank you so much for watching. See you guys.